This couple was sitting at their vacation retreat home when they saw this dog from across their house. This was 3 weeks post the storm. One of the big currents came through and actually pushed her up onto this island. They started posting on Facebook and asking if anybody could please help come and trap this dog. We sort of just dropped everything that we were doing and headed out to go meet them.
Going into the water. Dive rescue.
The initial plan was to just get out there. I wanted to see what we were dealing with. When I figured out that it was this marsh area that was uninhabitable, I really started to get scared for this dog. We saw this little white thing come out of the bushes, but then she darted. The poor thing was just terrified out of her mind. She wasn't even coming to the food pile. So I immediately was like, okay, we're gonna have to try the trap.
He's watching us at least.
We gave it about 20, 30 minutes. We saw her go back to where the trap was. And then all of a sudden we see her poke her head out of the bushes again, not in the trap. So I'm like, okay, she's very smart and she is not going in this trap. I told them to just leave me. Let me go by myself and let me just see what happens. I literally just got down on all fours. We just sat there and I just talked with her. I kept telling her it was going to be okay. It seemed like hours that I was doing this. And I think at some point it just broke a barrier. And she felt confident enough to come up to my hand. And she started eating some of the kibble from my hand. And she still retreated a few times. And then on the last time, I was like, okay, it's make or break time. I have to either just go for it or we're gonna lose her. She came up close to me. She let me pat her head. So I scruffed her and I just pulled her into me and I ran out of the bushes and I was like, I have her. As soon as we sat in the boat, you could just tell she was at peace and she knew she was okay.
Oh, we got one more ship here.
I just held her the entire boat ride.
Hi, sweetie. Some kisses. Hi, sweetie. Some kisses.
We spent some nights with her on the floor, just telling her it was going to be okay. She had developed a lot over those first few weeks. She didn't have a microchip. She also wasn't wearing a collar. Nobody came forward for her. She wasn't faring well having to be in a hectic environment. She needed her quiet space.
Come here.
Once I felt that she wasn't going to be the complete flight risk,
Marsha, what are you doing?
I wanted to move her into foster care. I just visited her at her foster home and seeing her running around with the dogs.
What are you doing, happy girl?
And playing with stuffed animals and sitting up on the couch and sleeping in bed. It's the best thing.
What are you doing?
You could just tell she's really come out of her shell. Each day we're seeing new strides with her. We really want a super special family to come along for her. We're looking for a home that's very stable. She's not a dog that can be left alone for 10 hours at a time.